Hi, it's Megan and welcome back here to the Wolterman Homestead. This evening we're going to fix some dinner and we're going to be using my all-time favorite cookbook, the Prairie Homestead Cookbook. I have permission to share this recipe. I will also leave a link down in the description so you guys can find this recipe. It is the Rustic sausage potato soup. It is my favorite recipe out of this whole cookbook. It's just absolutely delicious. So that is what we're going to fix, and we're going to be using the Schoentrup's sausage. It is sweet and sassy sage, and then we are also going to be using their bacon, and then some leftover bacon grease from their bacon. We had fixed the bacon earlier this morning, and so I just set it aside, but we didn't eat, to save it for this recipe this evening. Turn this on medium. Step one would be to cook your bacon and leave, and then leave the grease, and so we've already kind of skipped that step. So I'm just going to be dropping the leftover bacon grease in this pot. Now that our bacon grease is melted, we're going to add some onion. I'm not adding a whole lot of onion because our family is not real big, but just enough to add some flavor. And we're also going to go ahead and add our sausage. This already smells incredible. I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic. If I had fresh garlic cloves, I would throw that in. But with how the grocery stores are lately, it's kind of hard to find garlic. So we're just going to add some garlic. Now we got to cut up the potatoes. You want about 6 medium potatoes. My advice is kind of cut them up into little bite-sized pieces. Our meat has browned, and just the smell coming out of the steam is just amazing. We're going to take our potatoes and drop them into our pot. Then we're going to take 3 cups of chicken stock. Now this is chicken stock that I have personally made. And dump it on top. I'm going to add just a cup of water just to top off the pot here. We're going to add some pepper flakes, some pepper, and a little bit of salt. Now we're going to let this simmer and let the potatoes cook about 15-20 minutes. We have a greenhouse and it is still providing. This is kale that I had planted in the fall. And it is doing well still. I'm just going to rinse these off so that they can go in our soup. Just going to de-stem the kale. Okay, so this has been cooking a good 10-15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and throw in our kale and let it cook down. I'm going to grab the lid. Let your kale cook down 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we're going to remove this off the heat. Take the lid off. Now, the recipe calls for heavy whipping cream, but I don't have any in the stores, are kind of bare, so I'm just going to throw in a half a cup of milk. And just kind of give that a little bit of a stir. And then I'm also going to throw in this whole plate of bacon. I've gone ahead and kind of chopped them up into decent sized chunks. And it's all done. Once it cools down a little bit, I'll taste it and see if any of the seasonings need a little bit of adjusted, but supper is done. Really excited to ladle this into a bowl and just take a big old bite. Here's what the soup looks like. Here's our bowl. I'm just going to go ahead and just top it off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and call it good. Supper is finished and it looks just absolutely delicious. Ready to sit down as a family and start eating. But we want to say thank you to Schoentrup Farms for giving us some meat to try out and to be able to make these videos for them. I will leave a link for them up above and then also down below in the description so you guys can go check them out. If you are local here in Indiana and wanting some properly raised meat and some locally raised meat, definitely check them out and give them a holler. And then also want to point you in the direction of this amazing cookbook, the Prairie Homestead Cookbook. I will drop a link down below. And then Jill also has a YouTube channel, so I'll link that as well. And then she also has a blog, a Facebook group, and a podcast. So I will leave that information for you guys to go check out down in the description. But that's all for today, guys. As always, thanks for joining us here on the Wolterman Homestead. Take care, and God bless.